Now.
Don't ever advertise that you will sell somebody's house for them, because unless you have a license, you can't do that. You're not selling their house, you're selling your house. Even if you don't own it yet. By the way, can you advertise a house that you don't own?
No.
Only if you have a contract to buy it. You cannot put buyer and seller together unless you have a contract to buy it yourself. Then you can, without a license. And never advertise yourself as a foreclosure consultant, which I can't understand for the life of me why anybody would want to be. That's someone who offers information to people in foreclosure for a fee. It always seemed like a crappy business to me. I'm trying to collect money from people who can't make their payments on their houses. Why don't we go where the money is then? Besides, the feds frown on that. They feel like you're just taking advantage of people who get these services for free anyway. And don't advertise you pay finder's fees. There's really nothing wrong with finder's fees, but some people think there is. You're not performing any of the 7 functions that are a requirement of a license for paying somebody a finder's fee for a lead they sent you. And that's all you're paying. Finder's fee is nothing more than somebody sending you a lead. They haven't even talked to the buyer, they haven't talked to the seller. They're not required to have a license, but some people think they are, and it doesn't matter. If you advertise you pay finder's fees, nobody knows what that means anyway. Now, I'm not saying I can't pay finder's fees. You can. But just keep in mind your advertisement. You won't have to answer. Never use negative comments about your competition. Doesn't do anything that would make you look smaller. And doesn't help you one bit. And don't advertise that you'll buy a house from the seller and then option it back to them. I mean, if you buy a house from a seller, they got to go. If they don't want to go, I don't want to buy their house. Now, that's different than buying a house and leaving them in it for a year to pay rent. You're not giving them the option to buy it back.
Right.
As far as the government is concerned, when you bail people out of foreclosure and take all their equity, bring their payments current, that's equity skimming. They don't like that, take advantage of it. Knowing full well, even though you give them the option, they can't exercise it anyway, so you just take advantage of it. Besides, it's another stupid business model, if you ask me. Why would I want to bail somebody out of foreclosure and leave them in the house? How do I get paid? Don't make any sense to me. Bad business model. Lastly, don't make false claims you can't back up. Now, believe me, there's a huge difference between a false claim and embellishment. There's never been an ad ever written that was embellished. Embellishment is a synonym for advertising, but it's not just downright untruths. For example, when you say, I buy houses cash, does that mean that everybody who calls you got to pay cash for their house? No, it means you can pay cash if the conditions are right. Can everybody in this room pay cash? Yeah, if the price is right. Yeah, but I don't have the cash. Yes, you do. You just don't know whose bank account is in it at the moment. You have plenty of cash. Because all of you have way more cash than you could ever use. Because there's an endless supply of private lenders out there. So when you're selling a house and you put in there, no bank qualifying, is that false advertising? Nope. No bank qualifying to get in the house. Sooner or later they have to qualify. Not today. Not false advertising. All right, want to know the best ad ever written? If your erection lasts more than 4 hours, see a doctor. Is that embellishment or what, guys? I'll let you think about that one for a while.